We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thỉnh Đại Đức Tăng Thịnh, vì thứ Pháp hội cập nhật thiết chúng sanh, tịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo hạ môn, như há liều sanh thoát tư ly khổ đắc lạc, tất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Sa Đan Tô Su Chê Đô Ye Ơ La Hờ Đi San Miao San Pu Tô Xie. Nam mô Tát Tát Tha Tô Ya Đa Ya A La Ha Đê Tam Miệu Tham Bồ Đà Toa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual principle doctrines. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai qian wan jie nan zao yu, wo jin jie wen de shou qi, yuan jie ru lai zheng shi yi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Tutor, Great Master Xinhua, all good monks and nuns, and all good no advisors of me, Toko. 诸佛菩萨、智者大士、师父上人、各位出家人、各位善知识，弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát kính thưa Trí Gia Đại sư Thượng Tiến Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị tri thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 8th of March 2025. Thank you for joining our discussion of Vimalarkirti Sutra at Wei Mount Temple today. We are now on slide 226, but first of all, DTT has a comment.
Master, may I allow me to make an announcement about the last day of the request for the plaque for the transmission of precept for the retreat today.
Okay, please go ahead.
Hello everyone. So today, the 8th of March, so we are on the last day for you to request the plaques for the precepts transmission for the retreat. So make your request before midnight today.
Before midnight? Wow. Clockwork. Yeah, all right. All right. Everyone remember, this is your last chance. And tomorrow is what? 20% off? Okay. All right. Yeah, thank you. Let's go right into it. Bodhisattva eloquence voice.
辩音菩萨.
Okay, so this section here, the last section of chapter 1, gives a list of some of the 32,000 Mahasattvas in attendance. And it's really, we have the great fortune of having access to Great Master Chuta's annotation of the sutra. And by now, I realize Great Master Chuta has tremendous wisdom. So I think he's like Mahasattva, Buddha or something. It's just his insights incredible. You know, is my own teacher, my Chinese teacher, would not have this kind of insight. Let me tell you, it's just fascinating. Okay, so 227. It says here in Chinese that his annotation and this explanation, he can distinguish the 10 realms, superior dialect sounds without obstruction. Okay, so and that's how he got this eloquent voice, eloquent sound. Okay, in a way, it's kind of interesting that the way that you create the sound is really matter, is important. Okay, so life, it comes round in full circle, because when you first started practicing, we taught to ignore all the unimportant stuff, and now at their level, they're pointing out what's really important in the work that we need to use in helping others, in teaching others. It's so interesting, okay? And look, and this is not a very small confines, but actually 10 realms, okay? So what are the 10 realms? And the 10 realms are animal realm, human realm, God realm, and so forth. So you see how incredible it is for him to be able to discern the sounds of the various dialects of the 10 realms. Okay, what does it tell you? He's probably been to them all and lived there for a long, long time, because I studied French and now I can't speak French anymore. See, now he can discern all those things. It's so cool, huh? So we meet someone like, whoa, 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 and you talk to a dog. And he is able to understand you. And Chihuahua, it's even a slight variation, you know, of the sound. Whoa, 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 whoa. Never mind. I'm very bad at that, you can tell. Yes, 228, Bodhisattva, treasury of emptiness.
虚空藏菩萨
Okay, commentary. What is this about? What is this Mahasattva about? Okay, you realize that the big shots like these Mahasattvas, they are very, very low key. They don't walk around with a whole entourage of bodyguards, FBI protection against assassination attempts. Try to kill them, and you find out what kind of protection they get. Isn't that cool? And so what does this do? Treasure emptiness. He contemplates the mind nature, the nature of the mind, which is like empty space without accumulation or gathering. That is called treasury. So what is treasure? Treasure is that when you look at your own mind, and this is not his mind, but our minds as well. Okay? So it's not like something foreign, but actually it's ours. Okay? And he's able to look at that. Unlike us, we can't. And look at the mind nature, it's like empty space without accumulation and gathering. Unlike us, who's always trying to hoard, to accumulate. Okay? And those of you who look at your houses and your attic and your garage is full of junk. No? Our neighbor here, on that side, he has so much junk in the yard. He's leading a lot of stuff and ruining our fences. You should go take a look, have a talk with him. The guy behind the dining area. Yeah? So he's leaning a lot of heavy stuff, he's speaking a contribution. We used to do that to our neighbor that way. They called us and said, hey, don't ruin our fence. So we had to remove it. And Thomas removed it. Now, speaking of retribution, the guy on this side now is leaning the metal stuff against our fence. And our fence are tilting this way. Yes, sir. I thought you were going to talk about the neighbor. Okay, little questions. Okay, yes, in the back. Thank you.
Master, sorry, I listened to this Shukongtang Pusa. Master explained about his name in the Ashtar Bodhisattva Sutra.
I did.
And Master said that he lived in the world called Nhất Thiết Hương Tập Y. So he has like treasury, he has a as you wish pearl, and his function is also in the great compassion repentance. He is the person that actually can erase karmic offenses.
Oh, wow. How come I know all that?
Master talked about that name, and then I looked at it. It was beautiful. It's in the Taji, Great Accumulation Sutra.
You should look impressed, my boy. Wow, I'm that good, huh? I should be, and how come I'm so humble? Amazing, huh? Thank you. Wow, Trung Yin Sunim, are you impressed? Thank you. Can you get the quote and add it here so that, we can remind ourselves, masteryonghua said so already? Okay, the point here, I'd like to add to whatever he just said. I have no idea what he talked about. He probably stole it somewhere. Is that you get more by not hoarding, by not being greedy. Then you have real treasures. What you have when you hoard, it's just the garage stuff, the junk there. When you let go, that's when you have access to your own treasury. Okay? Isn't it interesting that when you cannot let go, you cannot access your true treasure? Think about it, young man. Aren't you glad you came today? Yeah, you, yeah. They're all here this morning already, so they don't count anymore. Okay, got that? Next, Bodhisattva jewel torch bearer.
持宝具菩萨。
Okay, what does Master Tutor have to say? He says, he contemplates the jewel torch of the way components illuminating the mind source. So what he does is he sits there, he contemplates the various aspects, various components of the way, and that is actually has the light that can illuminate the source of our mind. Okay, don't try to understand too much. Okay, this is Mahasattva. All right, so I just want you to be exposed to it and see and realize this different world out there that is rather fascinating. Okay, but for us, we can look at something called the Puti Fan, Bodhi shares. Okay, the Bodhi shares are the Buddhist technology. This is the trade secret in Buddhism, and that no one else has. If you want to become a Buddha, you need to understand the Bodhi shares, the shares of enlightenment. When you look at enlightenment, you see it's broken down into these different parts. Okay? The Catholics have no clues. Mormons have no clues. You name it, no one has any clues. Only Buddha says, I'm a Buddha. I got here because I got these Bodhi shares. Okay? Good enough? Can we move on? What? Oh, you didn't want me to skip these slides? No? We'll let the Catholic decide. So Catholic, what should we do? Skip it or enlighten you? You want to consult with your girlfriend first? Okay, today, just to be safe, we're going to ignore the Catholic. Okay, what are the Bodhi shares? So enlightenment has these components. Got that? Meaning that in order for you to build up your enlightenment, these are the things you need to assemble. Okay? Like an EV, you need to, all these components before you get a Tesla, and then you drive it off the cliff. Never mind. It's this animosity. I don't understand why. Maybe it has to do with some kind of truck. Have you seen the truck? I begin to see it here in the valley. Oh boy, it really, they look so ugly. There's no sense of aesthetics in this guy, this Nazi. Never mind. Okay. What are the Bodhi shares? Okay. There are 37 of them. It's not that easy, folks. You think becoming a Buddha is that simple? Okay? Talk to a girlfriend. She'll tell you the truth. That's why she comes here. As soon as she has some time away from the boyfriend, she comes here and says, oh God, please help me, help me. Okay, so the number one group. Okay, they're into different groups. I think there are 7 groups, 6, 7, 8, no. 7, okay? Okay, what are they? And Hong's going to tell me, you talked about it in Bodhi, in the Amitabha Sutra already. If that he says so, I said, then consult the Amitabha Sutra. Hong, we're waiting.
Master, I only listen up to Aristotle Sutra.
Liar. All right, so what are the 7? First group is the 4 stations of mindfulness. This is, if you practice this group, you will become a 4th-stage Arhat. This is the Dharma of the 4th-stage Arhats. You can practice this and will reach 4th stage Arhat. All right? What is the code? You contemplate number 1, that the body. You contemplate number 2, feelings. Number 3 is mind. Number 4 is Dharma. So far so good. You memorize this. Okay, there's nothing to discuss. You just memorize this because it will come handy down the road for you. What is it? The body is impure. 不净, impure. That's it. Don't be so attached to girlfriend's body. Any problems? Yes, sir, too.
Master, what are the Bodhi shares?
Buddha shares that when you look at enlightenment, there are 37 different portions. Okay? Does it help? There are 37 different, let's say, facets of enlightenment. Number one, you're not attached to the body. So you want to get enlightened, you have to build up that. Become less and less attached to girlfriend's body. Sarah, you like this too much. Oh, it's texting, sorry. I thought that, like Jamie Dimon, when you're with me, you don't text, you don't. I'm kidding. He's just an old man ranting. Huh? Got that? Don't be attached to the body because look, the fact is that we need to shower because the body is impure. So don't be too attached to it. Okay? What does it mean? Can we do an occasional, mineral bath thing? Why not? Do it, but don't be attached to it. Don't ask for it every day. It's very expensive every day. Agreed? Number two. Feelings are suffering. G.I. Joe, be careful. Feelings are suffering, including feelings of love. He doesn't want to listen. Okay, never mind. Let the man have his moment. And why are you leaving today? Huh? You're leaving today.
No, I'm not leaving today.
Good. Take some time to think about it. Yes, sir, too.
It seems like it's a trap.
Feelings, love?
Yes.
Or my teaching is a trap?
No, not at all a trap, Master, but the feelings that provoke you into love for someone or something, it has with it thorns in the beautiful blossom of that love feeling. Oh. And it's hard to discern it. It smacks you around and you're seduced by it. Yeah. But yet, if you're not careful, there's hurt there.
It's so flowery. Then why are you going, by the way? You sound so good, but you're still going, aren't you?
Yes.
The man is full of contradictions. That's a middle way, okay? That's a middle way. Got that? You may disagree right now. Especially when you're in love, you say, love is suffering. I disagree. And then about a week later, you agree with me. And you say, why didn't you tell me earlier? You should have told me last year, not last week. Got that? Number three, the mind is impermanent. What does it tell you? Don't believe her. If she tells you she loves you, don't believe her. She'll change her mind. Isn't it fascinating? Didn't happen to you? I mean, I have to be careful. After Elon did this, I'm more conscious of my right arm. Okay, don't you think it's like the mind is impermanent, meaning it changes constantly? It's wishy-washy, like a windshield wiper. When he sees Vicky. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Master. NorCal Daniel asks you, Master, can you elaborate on how we know we have lost attachment to the body in a balanced manner? Thank you.
We lost attachment to our body when we give our girlfriend money to go do her hair and not do it ourselves. Okay, anyone else has a better idea, better example? Yes, girlfriend. Don't be attached to your boyfriend's body either.
Master, so I'll have a comment and maybe ask a help. I think the opposite. When you could tell when you lose attachment to the body, when you don't need a girlfriend or boyfriend anymore.
No, that's depression.
And Master, would you please help me to get rid of all the junk in my house, please? Thank you.
Goodwill, have you tried goodwill? That's what we do constantly. See, Xian Tong hoards everything. She refuses to give, get rid of anything. Even she picks up things from the trash bins. So, goodwill is what I recommend. Okay? So anyone else can help Daniel there? How do you know that you have no attachment to the body? Yes, Catholic. 9.
Could it be when you're no longer afraid of dying?
No. Wrong. Yes, 2.
Master, I would say you'll know when you're not favoring your body as much when you decide instead of taking a bath, you want to save the water for other people.
Yes. I'm the master. I can say yes or no to anyone. Don't look at me like that. Yes, Andres.
Why wouldn't I want to take a shower or take care of my body? Why wouldn't I want to go to the gym or make my body feel good?
Just for the record, when was the last time?
I took a shower last month.
You definitely reached the goal.
No, I'm kidding. I took a shower this morning before I came.
Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay. All right. Very good. Anyone else? Yes, sir. Continue.
Why wouldn't I want to, go to the gym and wash my face and brush my teeth and things like that? Does that mean you're not attached to the body when you don't do that? Is there there's a difference between not attached to the body versus neglecting your body. Don't confuse the two. So, are you? You're basically saying when you give it too much attention, and when you put too much emphasis on your body.
Does the Buddha say if the body is impure, get rid of the body? Did he say that? He just says the body is impure. That's all. Did he say get rid of it?
So I shouldn't feel bad that I get stinky and smell it and need to take a shower.
Did he say that? You're putting words in the Buddha's mouth.
I don't know how much the Buddha showered, but I get stinky and smell it and I need a shower.
What makes you think the Buddha is stinky? Oh my God, you be careful, young man. You're creating offenses.
I didn't say the Buddha was stinky. I said I get stinky. But So I can take care of my body and at the same time be unattached. So how do I know when I'm attached?
That's why he's asking. Why do you ask the same question?
No, he asked, how do you know when you're not attached? How do I know when I'm attached to the body?
It's just a mirror reflection. No attached or attached, the same thing. It's the same as if you get the attached and you flip over, it's a non-attached.
Well, if you know when you're attached, then you should know when you're not.
You're so argumentative. I'm not talking to you anymore. Yes, DTT. Yes, of course.
마스터 제가 2021년도에 제가 겨울 불치를 유산사에 가서 제가 방금 그 질문을 드렸거든요. 마스터께서 헐트스트라를 강의하실 때 공을 깨닫기 위해서 몸에 대한 집착을 없애야 된다고 말씀하셨었어요. 네, 한번 끊을게요. 나오시면 안 들려요.
The winter chanchi, I asked the same question. Our master said in the heart sutra, to realize the emptiness, we should not attach the body.
그때 이제
Who said that?
마스터께서 제가 2021년도에 유산사에 겨울 풀칠을 하러 갔을 때 제가 질문을 한 걸 지금 마스터께서 말씀하셨는데 네, 한번 끊을게요.
I want names.
I the 2021 winter 보치.
보채?
잔치.
Okay.
네. 근데 그때 마스터께서 뭐라고 대답하셨냐면 우리가 공으로 너를 이끌겠다라고 하셨었어요.
And master answered that I will lead you to the emptiness.
그때 대답은 마스터께서 그렇게 하셨고요. 제가 생각하는 몸에 집착하지 않는다는 거는 최소한의 인간으로서의 개인 위생을 관리하고, 네.
So what I think not being attached to body means to manage the personal hygienic.
그리고 결과보자를 할 때 다리가 아파도 다리를 풀지 않는다든지 뭐 향수를 쓴다든지 색조화장을 한다든지 개인 위생을 넘어서는 그 밖에 치장에 대해서 더 이상 신경 쓰지 않게 함으로써 저는 바디에 대한 집착을 그렇게 줄여나갔던 것 같아요. 이상입니다.
And I keep sitting in full lotus and then do not use the fragrance or accessory beauty thing. So that's how I reduce the attachment to the body.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. Keep it up. Next.
Is it on? Hi, Master. I think when you know you no longer, you less attached to the body when you care much about your body, but if anything happened to it, you're not panic. You're still calm. Like it's the natural things that happen.
Natural thing happened that something happened to your body?
Yeah, but like if something happened to the body, you just realize it and that's it.
Suppose you have a scar, a big scar in front of your face. It doesn't bother you?
It might does, but not much.
Not much. I see. Not at the point to take your life.
Like no panic.
No panic. But are you afflicted if you have a big scar? Someone take a knife, what? A Japanese knife. And then now when you smile, actually you have a big smile.
Like Joker.
Yeah, there you go. Half Joker.
Yeah, Yeah, I do care a lot about how I look, but I don't.
No, seriously? I thought it's a sister who cares more about how she looks.
I do, but if I don't have the luck, no longer have the luxury to, I don't think it matters much to me.
Wow, you are full of surprises. Let's have that here from the sister. What is non-attachment to the body?
Dạ con. Dạ.
How does she know it's her I'm referring to? It's a trick statement, but they just accepted it. And go ahead, sister.
Dạ con còn chấp vô body con nhiều lắm thầy, nên là con không có biết, con chưa có biết được làm thế nào để bớt chấp vô cái thân của mình.
Hello, Master. I'm very attached to my body. Therefore, I really don't know how to get rid of the attachment to the body.
Wow. Yes, 3. You have an antidote, have a cure for that.
I have, Diego has something to say.
Yes.
Amitabha Master, you know you are not attached to the body when you stop indulging in sensorial pleasures.
In what pleasures? Video game pleasures?
Sensorial.
Sensorial?
That's what it says.
I know sensual, but not sensorial.
I think he means sensual. Sensory.
Sensory
Well,
pleasures, like music? I disagree. Never mind.
Okay, you know what we're trying to say. And then Dintai says, when we make sure to not use the body to afflict others.
Very Taoist. Yes, 5. Wow, it's fascinating. Let me tell you, when I learned about this, the body's impure, I never had a chance to discuss with anyone. They said, the body's impure. I said, okay. Your body's impure. Okay. Don't have to say it again. I heard you. And now we're discussing it round and round and round. It's fascinating. You guys have such great insights. Yes, 5.
Master, I think I just have examples of how I know that I'm still attached to the body. Like when I get afflicted with leg pains, or when my body feels itchy, when something's wrong with my body.
Oh my God, something's wrong with my body, yeah?
You know, when I get sick, I get afflicted, that's attachment.
Uh-huh.
Especially when it's leg pain, Master. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Yes, DTT.
마스터, 제가 통역이 되는지 모르겠는데 몸에 대한 집착을 줄여나갔던 거는 결과부자를 했을 때 다리가 아프지만 풀지 않고 아무것도 하지 않았던 걸로 줄여나갈 수 있었던 것 같고요. 네.
Master, I reduced the attachment to the body by sitting in full lotus, but not unbuckling and doing nothing.
그리고 제가 아직도 몸에 대한 집착을 하고 있다는 증거는 뭐 예쁜 헤어밴드를 좋아한다든지 또 불필요하게 시간 낭비가 돼서 몸이 피곤했을 때 제가 번뇌가 일어났을 때 아직까지 몸에 대한 번뇌가 있다는 거를 집착이 있다는 거를 인식하게 되는 것 같습니다.
And I know I know the attachment of my body because when I see the beautiful hairband, and then when I feel tired and I got afflicted, then I know that I still have attachment to my body.
Okay, very good. Yes, Andres, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I was thinking people get body modifications, so piercings, tattoos, and then they get...
Kardashians?
Excuse me?
Kardashians?
Yeah, plastic surgery. Are those all forms of attachment to the body?
Definitely.
So if I wasn't attached to the body, I wouldn't want to get any of those.
Correct. even if you make less money. Yes, DTT. It's not Tao, it's Chung. Chung meaning it's a vase. It's alcohol Chung. In Vietnam, we store alcohol in these big vats. Yeah, Chung.
Okay.
See, he agrees.
Master, does it have to do with letting go of the need for pleasure and not trying to run away from pain?
Yeah, sometimes. Anyone else? Yes, go for it. How come you don't turn on the lights? How come the lights in DTT is so dark? It's like they are in the dark. Go ahead, go first.
Dạ, con nghĩ là chấp vô bản thân là mình không có tự tin vô cái bề ngoài của chính mình mà cứ muốn giống người nào khác đẹp hơn hay là muốn thay đổi mình nhưng mà.
Are you talking about yourself or theory?
Dạ con nói về con.
Master, when I think about attachment to the body is that I have no self-confidence about the outside look of my body, and I just wanted to look like other people that is better than me.
Try surgery. In that case, is it better to fix it or you just live with it? I'm curious now, how would you feel? You know you're attached to it. So isn't it better if we just fix it? Instead of feeling bad, we feel good. But at least we have the next problem, feeling is suffering, but at least you don't have the first problem anymore. Yes, 8.
Well, I think that's the problem is that you're letting the body define you if you have that sort of mentality.
And?
So that's real attachment to the body. I was thinking when everyone was answering the questions that it's when you put too much emphasis on your identity coming from your body versus your identity coming from who you are. I think that's what the attachment is.
It says that if you have any form of attachment to the body, you lack wisdom, first of all. Agree? Any kind of manifestation of attachment to the body, my hair, okay, my hips, that's lack of wisdom. Agree? No. Don't judge people. It's just one glance, you look at it and say, this person does not have wisdom. Therefore, you don't have to trust them. Trust the judgment. That's very important for us as a very quick assessment. Okay? But at a deeper level, what is this sense when the Buddha says the body is impure? Therefore, don't be attached to it. That's parenthesis. Between parentheses, don't be attached to it. It doesn't say that ignore the body, does he? Don't take a shower, don't comb your hair, don't go to the beauty parlor. He never said that. He said, just remember the body is impure. Okay? So what's implied is that you should take a shower. Agree? Now I look like John Travolta. It's so hard nowadays, Okay, I'm going to start using my left arm. Okay? So it says there, that watch out. The warning is that we are attached to the body, yet it's impure. That's all it says. So there's lots of different variation depending on who you are. Okay? Some of you are more attached to the hair, some of you are more attached to, different parts of the body and so forth. Some of you are attached to feet. You have a feet fetish. Wait, I take it back. Okay? And so forth. Okay? So he says, that's lack of wisdom. That's all he says. You're not enlightened if you're attached to the body. If you really have wisdom, you would not be attached to the body. But it doesn't mean that you neglect the body either. That's all it says. So what I'm saying is I'm not really directly answering Danielle's question. Okay, how do you know? Okay, the easiest way to say if you realize it's an attachment, it's a lack of wisdom. That's the main message. Agree with me? And each person has different types of attachments, as I said. Cosmetics industry, hair industry, nail industry here in Los Angeles and so forth. Different various types of attachments to the body. And just remember, it's impure. Don't have to be so attached to it. That's what the Buddha says. Does it help? So it's about, the teaching is about reflect upon yourself. If you realize one day you're overly obsessive about your body in a certain way, then it's lack of wisdom. That's all it means. It doesn't say specifically, you should not take a shower, you should not go to a hairdresser, you should not trim your beard. Okay? Definitely do not have a goatee. Girls don't like goatees. Things like that. Does it make sense? You agree with that kind of approach, what kind of thinking? It's nothing definite. Just beware of the attachment to the body. Okay? And when you're in that state of attaching to your body, then you are confused at that moment. That's all. Does it help? It's not like you should never be attached to the body. The teaching is more, if you're attached to the body, you're confused. Eventually, you'll be aware of it. Eventually, when you reach a Buddha state, it's no more attachment because the body is perfect. The body becomes pure. Does it help? Anyone want to ask about feeling? Okay, never mind. How about mind? Okay. What did I do? Mind is wishy-washy. Sorry. Okay, mind is wishy-washy. It's interesting to realize what we know already, that women change their minds all the time. You agree? Look at the Catholic. Okay? And finally, Dharma has no self. Okay? Memorize it. And it'll become clearer as you practice, as you improve. I memorize this. And it's funny. So how did the people who practice the 4 stations of mindfulness become 4th-stage arhat? They do. As soon as they become aware of the attachment to these 4 aspects only, they drop it, they eventually reach fourth stage Arhat. I just reveal you the secret on how to get to fourth stage Arhat. Any questions? Yes, one.
I think for me, Master, it kind of like clarified. I didn't know I was confused in that, like, because I think you have spoke about the attachment that we do have with the body, but right now specifying like that doesn't mean do not care for it, and I think for some reason I didn't know I was confusing it that. By detaching, that didn't mean neglected, and I think that for me is actually good. So I can still feel okay for me taking care of, and it will be natural, right? Like for me to be healthy or take care of my health, the way that I eat.
Yeah, personal hygiene, your diet, exercise, and all those things. Yeah. Buddha said, don't do it. He never said that. He just said, be aware that the body's impure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really good. Thank you so much.
In other words, you can look at the opposite, the flip side of it. He says, then purify your body. Your body should be purified. Yes, in the back. Was there a question? No? Okay. Next. So 4 stations of mindfulness, please memorize them. That's all you do. Okay? And become clearer and clearer and clearer as you make progress. And these are trade secrets, folks. I'm not saying it lightly. It's really tremendous wisdom to be able to identify with this, to realize this. You're not attached to the body, you're not attached to your feelings, you're not attached to your mind, you're not attached to the Dharma. That's wisdom. Questions? Change your mind again? Okay, yes, DTT.
마스터, 제가 기억하기로는 마스터께서 고진멸도를 관하면 아란이 되고 12연기를 관하면 벽지불이 된다고 제가 그 법문을 기억하고 있는데 지금 4념처를 해야지 아란이 된다고 하셨는데 제가 기억을 혼동하고 있는 것인지 그게 첫 번째 질문이고요. 네.
Master mentioned before, if we contemplate 4 noble truths, we become Arhat. And then 12 links, then we become practical Buddha. Am I remember correctly?
Yes. But you also can do, there's another set of Dharma called the 4 stages of mindfulness. You practice them, you can become 4 stage Arhats too. There are many ways to get there.
네, 그 다음에 두 번째 아란에 대한 질문이 있는데 아란이 들으면 좀 기분 나쁠 수 있는 질문일 수 있는데 제가 오래전부터 궁금했는데 제가 경전을 통해서 배웠던 아란의 과일을 얻은 성인들이 뭐 수보리라든지 마하가섭이라든지 마하목고년도 저는 아란이라고 알고 있는데 그렇게 경전에서 접하게 되는 이런 성인들도 아란인데 마스터께서 설명하시는 과일을 얻은 아란들과 솔직히 저는 좀 차이가 있다고 보거든요. 그 차이가 경전에서 나오는 수보리의 아란과 마스터께서 말씀하신 아란의 실질적인 차이가 있는 건지 아니면 제가 경전 속에 등장하는 분들에 대한 제가 환상이 있는 건지 아란에 대한 두 번째 질문입니다. 그것이.
Master, I read the sutra. There's a Subori and then Mahakasapa, Mahamokkallana. They are Arahat. And the Master also talking about Arahat. I think, I'm not sure, are there difference between them? Do I have more fantasy in the Arahat, in the Sutra.
You have what? Ba'ahat in Sutra? Is that
Do
one
I
word
have a
here?
wrong conception? Wrong conception? Do I
Wrong
have
concept.
Yeah, wrong concept.
You have the wrong idea. Okay, very good. Xin, you answer her. I'll take a break. You weren't paying attention. You guys, I caught you. As soon as she asked questions, everyone tuned out. And I am supposed to sit here and listen to her. Go ahead, answer. She wasn't even listening. There's many, many Dharma doors. Don't worry so much. You becoming my Buddhist dictionary. Okay? It's good to know, but I'm very flattered, and you memorize everything. Something wrong with you, but but it's a good thing. It's a good way to build your wisdom, okay? And that's good. Keep it up. But now practice a little bit more. Okay? Don't focus so much on knowledge. You devour knowledge like an ogre devouring babies. You should focus more on putting it into execution, into practice, execute. Okay, so for example, instead of listing out the 4 stations of mindfulness, you just say, the first one there, the body is impure. Where am I? I'm trying to teach you the right frame of mind when you listen to the Dharma. Yes, you did fine, you did great. Trying to memorize everything, you showed the interest. I'm very flattered, I'm very happy. Okay? But the teaching is meant for you to apply it to your daily life. Okay? That's what's wrong with you. You're more into knowledge than into putting knowledge into practice. It goes for a lot of you, especially Vietnam people. They love to listen, they love to hear, but they are piss poor about applying it to themselves, using the knowledge. Okay? Does it help? Do I still have to answer your question?
It's okay.
I know you raised your arm for the 3rd time. I'm waiting for you to change your mind. 5.
Master, you this time you term it as the Kun Sammo as the, instead of saying that the mind is non-permanent, you said the mind is always changing. When you said that, I was like, wow, because normally in our daily life we always say, oh, you changed. How come I'm not the same person? You know, somebody is like, we find it so surprising when somebody changes. Like, I'm no longer myself, or this person is changed his mind again, or he's like have a different character. But then now, according to this teaching, is saying that it's actually the way, it's normal. It's the Buddha's teaching that it's normal, the mind keeps changing. I never got that part. When I heard it, the mind is non-permanent. But this time it clicked on me. So I don't know if anything happened to me at that point, but thank you, Master. It really had a light bulb happen. And then I have a question, the last one. Would you mind to explain that? How do we
Uống vào một ngõ. Of
understand?
course, no problem. What's uống vào một ngõ?
The Dharma has no self.
Uống vào một ngõ. Of course.
Will you teach us how to understand that, Master? Thank you.
Give it a shot, Brady.
I'm drawing a blank.
Me too. Anyone else?
Come on, Ned.
Uống vào một ngõ. Go ahead, South Carolina.
Did you say konbanwa? That means good evening in Japanese.
I know this guy is a real joker. God.
So I went to Tokyo.
Konbanwa. It's the kumao. It's different. Dharma have no self. Okay? Dharma, what is the self? It's beautiful. The Buddha's teaching is so insightful. You want to break it down? What is no self? What is the self? Trung Yin Sinim, what's the self? And then you need help, you can ask the professor behind you. What is the self? He knows everything. He's a professor. Give the professor a chance first. Go ahead, professor. Và cũng bà bố ngộ. Can he hear you? See, the three nuns so immediately withdrew all to the back, so I can't even see them. All three of them. And then we still have sound issues.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, the self is just the thought that we have of ourselves. It's like a kind of thought that we are attached to.
So Dharma has no self? Are you a Dharma?
Is Dharma with capital D or Dharma with small d?
Your choice. You can take small, take big, whatever you prefer.
As far as I understand, the Dharma with small d is any kind of idea that we have in our mind or any conception, and in that case, the self would be such one more Dharma.
One more Dharma. How does it have no self? Now you guys understand why when you speak Dharma, it's such a scary thing, because the Americans here would ask you questions. Unlike the Asians, they don't dare ask questions, because if they ask questions, we key the cars. Especially Vietnam. Okay? This is why here in the US, we don't give you time to ask questions. Okay, give it to Trung Yin Sini now. What does it mean Dharma has no self? You better be prepared for people to ask questions. I know I'm giving you a chance to practice in Korea, but when you go back to the US, that's when the real tests begins. Here, there's no holds bar here. They will ask you anything, question everything, and it makes you disoriented. Go ahead, Chungin Sunim. What's Dharma? I have no self. Memorize this, everyone. Okay, this is very important. If you can memorize the 7 limbs of enlightenment, it's fantastic. 737 Bodhi shares, it's fantastic. I memorized them all 20 years ago. Dharma has no self. What's a self? What is a self? What does it mean, no self? Anyone? Yes, one.
To what I remember, Master, is that there is no I, like me.
No I. You're blind, like a bat.
No, not an I. Like there is no.
I. Okay.
Like there is nothing. It's empty, but then I think you say it's empty and it's nothing there, but it is everything there. Something like that.
Sounds confusing.
I know.
I was confused. Don't memorize all those confusing explanations. Yes, to
No ego.
no ego. Very good. Anyone else? What's no I? What's self? What's no self? Your choice. You can choose one. Yes, young man.
I think it's...
You have no more clothes, right? I'm seeing no more insignia, no more message, various, subtle messages, no self or my God.
Oh, no, don't worry. I just didn't wear it today. My hat.
Your hat, yeah.
I think the no self...
What size you wear? I'm going to Goodwill very soon.
Never mind. I think no self means you don't attach yourself to identities. That's not who you really are.
So, are you a man or you have no self? Yes,
too political.
Here's the thing. I caught you.
No. If I didn't have a self in the truest sense of the word, then I wouldn't exist. But I exist, and I
therefore
can't stop existing. So then the self is something that I'm not.
Let me think about it. Okay, anyone else? What's self and what's no self? So, let me ask you, the Catholic, hey Catholic, are you a man? Are you a sissy?
A man.
A man? Does it mean you have a self?
Does it mean you have a self? I don't know.
Chicken. Quack, 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 quack. Okay. Those of you who refuse to walk behind a nun, and I'm not naming names, okay? I'm not looking at anyone in particular. Do you have a self or you don't have a self? When you say, I'm a man, I don't walk behind a woman. All of a sudden, they all disappear. Those people who complained before, they said, hey, I am a man. Buddha says men walking for the women. I said, okay. You're right. You quote Buddha. I'm not going to argue with Buddha. But now Buddha is not here. Yes, DTT.
맞서 제가 생각할 때 자라는 거는 내가 있다는 생각이 자고 법화는 내가 있다는 생각이 없는 게 법화 같아요.
Self means the thought that I exist, and then the Dharma has no self means there's no thought that I exist.
Okay, very good. I'm in a good mood today. Anyone else? Yes, Catholic. Are you man or woman?
A man. But my question is, what does it mean, self? Are we talking about ego, or what is self? What is the definition of self in Buddhism?
It's a Buddhist thing. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyone? Yes, in the back.
Does it have to do with the thinking instead of just being?
Yes, you know, so I will agree with you. Anyone else? Yes, 8.
I think this means don't be attached to any dharma, to any thought. And then I also have an anecdotal explanation.
Yeah, okay.
I heard at the time the Buddha has to deal with externalist.
Yes.
So Hindu, they have the concept of a self, small self and big self.
All right.
So Buddha says the Dharma has no self is a way of attacking the Hindus to say that the true Dharma has no self. So whatever they have over there is externalist.
You got that? If Buddhas attack Hindus, I can attack them. Okay, guys? Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. Thank you. Eunuch. Okay? Buddha, I mean, shocking. Buddha will attack Hindus. I'm quoting him. Okay, very good. We joke around a lot. Dharma, yes, Dang. What's Dharma is no self. It's a good thing that the engineer in Go Forest is not there, because I meant to ask him. As soon as he said Dharma is no self, I look around for someone to ask, what is Dharma no self? But I couldn't find him. He looked out. He skipped out. Yes, 9.
Thank you, Master. Amitofo. I think Venerable Jung and Sunim has already answered you.
Wow, that's too profound. Forget it. Okay, cheap shot. Anyone else? Okay. It's easier to look at no self than self, if you ask me. Okay? Because what does it mean, no self? Meaning whatever you describe self, you negate it. Yes? So self is what? Self is everything. I like this. I hate that. Huh? I'm full. I'm man. Woman. That's self, right? That's woman. Moi, man. Okay? So, the no self means it's empty. It's nothing there. Dharma has no self means that it's nothing there. What does it mean it's nothing there? Yes, one.
No thoughts, no. Like when you.
No. Be practical. Let's say you have a red car. What does it mean? It's nothing there.
No attachment.
Okay. What does it mean? No attachment. Continue. Go on. What does it mean? No attachment. It's not just to talk, man. Talk. What does it mean? No attachment. You have a red car. It's real. The red car has a title there. Okay. The pink clip says, "It's mine." So what does it mean that no attachment?
What it just comes to my mind is like no identity.
No identity. Yes, Catholic. Stick to the red car. Don't change the subject.
No. That means if you're not attached to the red car, that means that you're not paying. You're not like you might be happy about it, but it's not define you.
Too many excuses. Yes, Andres. What does it mean?
If I had a red car and I brought Master to come show the red car, I wouldn't tell him, "Hey, it's a red car." He'd see it and he'd already know.
But this is not real. Yeah, it's empty. That's what you tell me next.
No, he'd know. Oh, it's a red car.
Don't ask for it. You're the master. You're supposed to see the red car is empty. Do not drop hints you want a red car. It's empty.
It's for masters. Masters. I give Master a red car, and he looks at it. He says, "Oh, it's
empty.
It's a."
Well, I take it anyway because I'm not attached to empty.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Thank you very much. You got it? If it's really empty, you would not be attached to it because it's nothing there. Zero. Therefore, to have or not is no big deal. That's what it means. I have it, I drive it. Okay? My husband gives it away. Okay. I'm not afflicted. Is that clear? It translates into action. It's not like Yumi said, "I know it's empty." No. It's what you do, how you behave from that knowledge of emptiness. That's what matters. That's what Buddhism is about. First you learn it's empty. Next test, okay? What do you do about it? Does it help? Okay, so Dharma has no self. Everything's empty. Be attached to nothing. Ultimately. That's why, if you practice this, you become fourth stage Arhat. Is that clear now? Does it help a little? Be conscious of the order. It's very interesting. First of all, look at the body. Okay? Reduce your attachment to your body. That's important. When you reduce your attachment to the body, naturally, you become less attached to your feelings. Yeah? If you become less attached to your fingers, for example, never mind of the body, just think small. Okay? The body is impure, right? So I shouldn't be attached to it, but that's a body. It's a lot of parts. There's a liver, there's a heart, there's my pacemaker and so forth. Okay? So let me start small. I'm not going to be attached to my fingernails. Okay? And when you're not attached to fingernails, then all of a sudden your feelings also, the attachment, your feelings also lessen. And vice versa, you have less attachment in feelings, and then affects your attachment to your body. You see that? They're interconnected. It's fascinating. It's so beautiful. You can go from one to the next sequentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can go 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay, you see that? But all that is part of your wisdom development. All the 4 permutation, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can start with either of the 4 and you can jump around and you build your wisdom accordingly. I'm too detailed for you. Just to double check. Jumi, did you get it? I know. Is that a big one or the little one? Little one like a raccoon. Okay, very good. Got that? It's tremendous wisdom, folks. This is a trade secret, let me tell you. This is what Buddhists know in their heart, and that's how they develop wisdom lifetime after lifetime by refining the 4 stations of mindfulness. Got that? Okay, I think we're running out of time. Yeah, I know. The discussion is so rich, so so interesting. You guys are relentless. You do not let go of anything. Okay, you don't let things pass by without grabbing it by the tail. Yes, 5.
So, kun san bajing,
yeah.
kun sam mo sam, kun fat mo nga. So, if you are able to perfect them in order, I guess they are from order from more coarse to the more refinement, then by that time when you finish the 4th one, you become 4th-stage arhat?
Something like that, yeah. I never tried it. I just know the theory, that's all.
Thank you.
It's too slow for me. That's why I don't do it. But if you are a Hinayana practitioner, it's a darn good practice. If you want to get started on your own, you have no one who is teaching you, it's a very good start. Okay? Very simple. Because remember the 37 Bodhi shares? Okay? You practice any of them, you apply any of them, your wisdom increases accordingly. Okay? Okay. Stop here today. Thank you, everyone. Great discussion.